Okay, so we will start first with our assignment for today. And I was kind of surprised that everyone missed number one. Maureen, can you read number one?
Okay, the graph shows that the number of cars sold by a distributor in each month from January to June. How many more cars did he sell in the second quarter than in the first?
Okay. Now I think somebody don't understand what a quarter is. You're talking about a year. Maureen, do you know what a quarter is? What part of a quarter makes up a year?
April,
No,
four. April is a quarter of a year. Four.
no, no. Mercedes, do you know what a quarter, when you say a quarter of the year, you know what that is? Mercedes,
I don't know if it's the first 3 months.
yeah, a quarter is made up of 3 months. You're absolutely right. So how many quarters are there in one year, Mercedes?
I thought
How many
about four.
quarters are in a year?
Need about a four.
4?
Mm-mm,
I
three.
don't know if I'm counting it right. I used to know it so well. I forgot.
Okay, think about it. There are 12 months
That'd be
Yeah,
five.
in a year, right? Now, how many 1/4? How many 1/4 are in 12? You make this
three,
big. Yeah, that's
three,
how many?
three.
Let's put this here. You make this bigger. Okay. 12 months are in a year, right?
Mhm.
And if you take 12 and divide by 3, I'll say this, you said 3. What did you
You get
get?
four.
You get 4. So how
Yeah,
many quarters in a year?
four.
4. 4 quarters in a year. So you have a first quarter, a second quarter, a third quarter, a fourth quarter. What
Yes,
makes up the first quarter, Mercedes? I'm
the
going to break
first
this
quarter.
down, and once you see this, you'll remember it. What makes up the first quarter? What months?
All right. I would say September, October, November, December.
The first quarter?
Because I'm thinking of it that like school. The school begins September.
No, no, you can't think of it like school. You think of it as a calendar. The calendar
Okay.
starts with what month?
January. I know that. I
Okay,
know that. But
okay.
I'm
So what
thinking of
is the first, what months in the first quarter?
January.
yeah, from January to April.
3 months?
No, January to April.
Is that three
Four,
months?
four, no, 4 months.
No,
July.
there's 3 months in a quarter.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
So what months in the
the
first
March.
quarter, Mercedes?
January to March. January, February, March.
Okay, January to March. All right. Okay. Now the second quarter. What are the months?
April to June.
Okay. All right. We'll say April to June. And the third quarter.
July, August, September.
Okay. Okay. So this quarter is what month? Mercedes? July?
Um, July, August, September,
Okay. July. And the last quarter, the fourth quarter, what's month?
October, November, December.
Okay, so this would be October to December, right? Okay, so those are your 4 quarters, right?
Yes.
Now, the question asks you what? It said, how many more cars did he sell in the second quarter than in the first quarter? So how many cars did he sell in the second quarter?
Oh, that's what you meant. I didn't understand the question so good.
Well, you all made the same mistake. I think you just looked at a month. Maureen, you looked at just a month, right?
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
Marietta looked at a month too. See, the second quarter is April, May, June.
June.
So add those up. Add up April, May, June, second quarter. Then add up January, February, and March. That's the first quarter. And tell me
Oh,
what those totals are. All right.
so so
I'll put it
wait a
here.
minute.
I'll go back
Sorry,
to that, but I
add
want to
up.
put this here. Okay.
So
Total for first quarter. And I want the total for second quarter. I'll go back to the graph. Now, okay, let me go here. First quarter, and you said, Mercedes, January, February, March. Add those up. What do you get?
okay, let me see now. 85 and had 60 to it. Plus 245.
Okay, 245. Now add up the second quarter, April, May, June. What do you get? Marietta, go to mute when you're talking offline.
I'm not talking now.
Okay, 90. You said you add
Uh-huh.
95, 110, 70.
So that's two
What is
75.
275? Okay, so let's put that. So you've got for the first quarter, this was what? What was the first quarter? 245?
Yes.
Okay, 245. What was the second quarter?
275.
What's the difference?
Okay, the difference is 75, 275. Take away 245 give you 30.
You're 30. That's your answer,
Wow. I can't
right?
believe it.
That's your answer, 30. And that would be answer what?
Answer D.
That's right, answer D.
They had D at first, you know. They were, let's see.
Why
Trust
you
me,
just,
I look at D too and I said, but no, I didn't get the grip of it good.
all three of you had C. Marietta had
Yeah,
C,
yeah, I
Maureen,
was,
Mercedes, you all had
yeah.
C. And I'm saying,
Yeah.
how did you get C, Maureen?
I
I
don't,
just,
I
I
don't, I
just
get
guess it,
C.
miss. I look at him, the number on the top of the thing, guess it. Oh,
That's what I did. That's
That's
what
how I
I
do
did too.
too.
That's what you did,
That's what I did.
Marietta? You
That's
just,
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I did because I was confused and I said, how do I add it? Where?
I say, okay, 110 is more than 100.
oh, you just looked at a month.
Yeah,
You just ignored the quarter.
that's how I went like this up. So
I didn't have a clue that that's where it is.
Marietta, I sent you something about the quarters. You didn't understand what I sent to you?
no, I didn't understand it.
But do you understand it now?
Yes, I do
Yes,
understand it
Yeah,
yes,
there
now.
are
yes.
4 quarters in a year.
I
That's
know.
I thought you knew that, but I guess I should have given you a
Yeah.
explanation.
I didn't
But
have a
anyway,
clue that's how to do it.
12 months in a year, divide 12 by 3, 4 quarters in a year, and these are the quarters. First quarter, January to March. Second quarter, April to June. Third quarter, July to September. Fourth quarter, October, December. So we are now in our fourth quarter, right? Because it's December. Today is
Yeah.
December 1st.
Yeah.
So we're in our fourth quarter. Okay. So you can't equate quarters to a month because it takes 3 months to make up a quarter.
Four.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions on quarters
I
and
sort of
months?
remember. I sort of remember the quarter, miss, because I used to teach back home, but I didn't have a clue. That's how you do this bar here.
No, you didn't. I thought maybe when you looked at these months, it'll kind of, you say, well, I got 6 months here. It must be that
I,
3 of them must be a quarter, and then another 3 is a quarter. I thought maybe you would reason it out when
I
it
miss.
said,
I did look at the. Can I bring the bar up a little bit again?
mm-hmm.
One of the time I look at it, and I said, but if 20 is that, and in between there is 30. That's what I said, is 30. And then I said, no. 100 is 110 is 100.
Yeah,
Okay, that's not a
I
difference.
was saying that I think well, I say maybe you looked at March and you looked at June and you 70 got minus 60 is 10. And then I said, well, they could have looked at January and May, that's 10, or April and February, that's a difference of 10. Okay, March and June, 70 minus 60. But then it didn't really occur to you to look at more months to make up a quarter.
No.
Okay,
Oh boy, thank you, miss.
all right.
So if we get
Now,
something similar to this, miss, that's how to do it.
that's how you would do it.
Yeah.
When you look at it
Now I know.
quarters, you know
Now I
now,
know.
Marietta, right? That you have to
Yeah,
look at
now I know.
3 months make up a
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah, now I know.
Yeah, 3 months make up a quarter. Now, if I ask you what was the difference in cars sold in February and May, what would you tell me, Marietta? What's the difference in number of cars in February and the number of cars sold in May? What's the
Um,
difference?
February and May.
February has a bar and May. What's the difference?
May have more. May have 110 and February have
No,
85.
So what's
no,
the
teacher, what's the
difference?
difference?
10 May has more than February.
But that's not what I
Mm-mm.
asked you. What did I ask you, Marietta? I said, what's the difference? That means you got to do a subtraction, right?
Oh, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
subtract it.
Difference come from subtraction. Adding
Yeah.
gives sums, all right?
Okay.
So what's the difference between, you're exactly right. You gave me the figures, 110 and 85. But what's the difference between 110 and 85? Marietta,
Yes.
what's the difference between 110 and 85?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's mental math now. What do you add to 85 to get 100?
Oh, is add you have to add?
No, no.
No.
I'm just giving you a faster way to do it where you don't have to use pencil, paper, calculator.
No, I subtract it.
True, but you don't have to use pencil, paper
Paper.
if you do it this way. When you add
$25.
80, what do you add to
Hello?
85 to get 100?
20, 25 get 25 less than that one have 25 more than February. May.
Okay. Did you do that mental math or did you do pencil, paper, or calculator?
I calculate. I didn't do
You didn't do mental math, but I was telling you how you could do it mental
I didn't think
math.
we'll have to bring a bag. You can't bring no card.
Take 85. What do you add to 85 to get 100?
Miss Barbara,
Yes.
I'm stepping downstairs to come back.
Okay, Maureen.
Okay.
Put on
Okay.
mute.
Marietta,
yes.
what do you add to 85 to get 100?
What I add to get thing? Let me see.
Well, ask yourself this. If you have if you need $1, you have 85 cents. How much more do you need?
Wait a minute.
This is mental math now.
You
You need a
need
dollar, but you have 85 cents. How many cents do you need?
how much cents I need to do what?
To
To
go from 85 cents to $1.
oh 85. You missing that's 85. Let me see. 85.
What do you add to 85 cents to get $1?
Um 6 cents more?
No,
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 not
no, not 6
thinking.
cents more.
She's not thinking.
no,
I'm thinking it.
no. I'm trying to make it easier and look like I'm making it harder for you. Okay, let me just write it down because sometimes when you see it, it makes more sense. Okay, okay. What I'm saying, you have $1. You need a dollar. Okay, you have 85 cents, right? And you need a dollar, but 85 cents is really 0.85. But anyway, we'll just say 85 cents. Okay, you have 85 cents, you want a dollar. So how much did you have to add to this 85 cents to get a dollar?
You missing 10 cents?
Try
10
again.
cents to get, huh?
No,
You're not missing 10 cents to get a dollar?
No, warm. Try again.
what do you add to 85 cents to get a dollar?
Start with some
20
number under
cents.
85. No. Put some
Marietta,
number.
what do you
And
add to 85 cents to get $1?
I ain't get it yet. That one I ain't get it yet. Because you say if you have a dollar and if you have 85 cents, what giving you thing?
How much more? How
What,
How
much
much more
yeah,
you
more?
get?
what do you add? So what I'm asking you is this. Let's see. Okay. 85 cents plus N, and I'm asking what is N, gives you $1.
That's right.
15 cents.
That's it, 15
Just
cents.
that.
That's it, Marietta. You got it, 15
You
cents.
were
So
thinking.
back up here where I said to make it easier for you for mental math, where you had the 85 and the 110, right? So 85 and 15 gives you a dollar, and you need another 10. So when you add the two together, what do you get? You have 85 and 15. So 15 plus 10 will give you 25.
Yeah.
And so you could do it without pencil, paper, calculator, right?
Yep.
To go from
I didn't
85 to
I didn't
110.
catch it yet.
Hmm?
I didn't get it yet. Oh, my pen fall down.
Oh, you didn't get what? Okay, let's
I
go.
didn't catch it yet when you're answering when you were talking to
That's
me.
all right. I'm going through it again for you. Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, no. I say I didn't get it yet when you
No, she said, Miss Barbara, the first time you said she didn't catch on.
Yeah, I
But now
know,
she
but do
did.
you understand what I just said?
yes.
Yeah. So when you had like 110, let me just put here. I want to make sure you get it. I'll give you another one to make sure. Okay.
Oh my God.
I said 110 minus 85. And you did the calculator to do it, right? And I'm saying you didn't really have to do that
Yeah.
because
You tell me that.
that's 100 minus
You
85,
just take
15,
just
and then
equal.
add the
You just
10 and
take
you
the
get
50.
25.
Yeah.
And you can do it without having to do the calculator, right?
Yeah, that's what you tell me. That's what you tell me.
Yes. So what we said was we made this like,
She
I'll just
told
say
you.
100 minus 85 is equals to 15, right?
Hold on, hold on. My daughter is singing. Hold on. Anika.
Mute first.
Go to mute for you talking offline. Because you can save yourself a lot of time when you can do this, right? Marietta, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm
See,
back. I'm back.
100 minus 85 is 15, right? But you
Yeah.
have another 10. So you could just say 15 plus 10 is equal
It's
to what,
15,
Marietta?
it's equal to 15.
15 plus 10 equal what?
Oh, 15 plus 10?
Hmm.
It's 15 plus 10?
Yes.
It's 20.
15
No,
plus 10,
Wait a minute. 15 plus 10 is 15 plus 10.
15 cent plus 10 cent.
Or 15 cents plus is 25.
That's right, 25. So I was just,
Understand what's going on with me today? I'm fasting. Oh my God, I can't, I'm thinking.
oh, you're fasting?
Yeah, I'm fasting.
Oh, you must be weak. Yeah, you can't eat until what? What, after 6?
Until 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just the idea that you can't eat
don't think
makes you,
about it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I cleaning my system. So
Okay.
Don't think about it. Just pray in your heart.
So
Just stand in
all I
prayer.
was trying to do, Mariette, is to let you think mental math so you don't have to go to
yeah,
pencil,
I
paper,
am.
or calculator. Okay.
Yeah, I am. Today is not a good day for
All right. All right. So no questions now on number 1. So if you had another question with the quarter of something, you'll be able to do it, right?
No, I know. Now I know what to do.
Okay. Well, I'll give you another one later, probably on an assignment.
Okay.
All right. Let's look at number 2.
Oh boy.
What is this? Now, this was one, remember I said you don't always have the value in the pie chart. This is a pie
Yeah.
chart. And the drinks, $882. Okay.
And guess what I did?
What did you do?
A lady came to my house and I was doing my homework. We there chatting. Guess what? I put the wrong answer and I have the right answer. I put the wrong answer and I send it to you. I say, oh my God. Miss Bob say, I'm thinking, we there chatting. She came and see me. It was in the night and we there chatting, and I there doing my homework. She said, what you doing? I said, they're doing my homework for me to send for my teacher.
Okay.
And she said, it's correct. So I put the book that have the correct answer. I'm thinking, and then the wrong one, I send it for you.
Oh
I
boy.
say, oh my God, I hope Miss Bob don't see it.
Okay, this is a community center with a racial harmony fair. And let me just put this, just copy this so it's closer to the graph. Now, this,
1 minute, Miss Barbara. I just want to tell my son I'll call him back.
okay, all right. Now, this pie chart does not have every value, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So I just, let me just take this out because I moved it. And we'll use this pie chart to answer questions 2 through 4. Now, you have a community center. They're having a fair, all right? What did they raise? The sum they raised was $5,880. So we know what that pie chart total is, right?
Mhm.
Okay, but in the pie chart, you notice you don't have every value here.
No.
You're missing what? Souvenir and games.
And games.
But what do you know about games, Marietta?
I don't know
How,
nothing
how,
about
how much you think this is as a fraction?
which one? The games?
Games, yes. How
Um,
much is this?
one
How
one
much?
third.
No. What does that look like to you?
I don't know. I don't. The game. I don't know about the game.
Mercedes, what fraction does this look like to you?
This is the hardest fraction I try to work out with. I know it's a little less than a quarter.
Why is it less? Why do you say
Because
less than a quarter?
to how the pie chart is divided, You can see that food is the biggest piece. Game is a little bigger, smaller than it. And
Game
drinks is the lesser slice, but souvenir is
a little more.
a little bit more than drink,
Okay,
but it's
but
not a quarter, I'm
okay,
sure.
all right. I'll say this. If you take this line right here and you go across, how much is that?
This
If
line,
I take this line and go across, how much is that?
One half.
I don't know what
One
is it.
half. Yes. If you take this line and go all the way across,
Oh,
then that's a half.
Yeah.
So if that's a half, then what's half of a half?
a quarter.
That's it. So games represent 1/4. That's exactly 1/4.
Exactly 1/4.
Yes.
I'd say 1/3.
No, it's 1/4.
No, when I look at it, Miss Joy for myself, it don't look like even games doesn't like a quarter. I would
It
get
is
it.
a quarter. You're absolutely right, Mercedes. You follow what you said. Because if you take this line and
No,
go and draw it all the way, then that represents a half. And half of a half is a fourth.
no, I'm saying, Miss, to me, when I try to draw it myself, and then what I do, I try to dot out the half and dot out the quarter. So I see the difference. Then I put in the shape that I see you have there. Maybe I made an error. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Well, if you take this line that's dotted here and draw it straight all the way across, you have exactly a half of your pie. And so half of a half is a fourth. So the games represent 1/4 of this pie chart. Okay.
Well, I couldn't get it because it doesn't look like the game does not look like a quarter to me. So I was puzzled. I'm trying to figure it out
It's
because I
exactly
know that
1/4.
drinks is 15%. Oh
Okay.
my
It's
gosh.
1/4 of the pie chart. And if you know that, then you could find how much that is, right? How would you do that?
I even do 1/4. And I says,
Yeah.
no, it's not it.
I subtract
Because
8882 and 2352.
No.
no,
Remember your first question says, what is the sum of money collected by the game stall? That's this. This is 1/4. So we want to take 1/4 of our total, 5,880,
yeah,
right? So take the 1/4, okay, 1/4, and multiply that by 5,880. What does that give you?
you get 2,352.
1/4 of 5,880.
Yes.
5,880 divided by 4. What do you get, Mercedes?
I didn't divide, I multiply.
Well, it's still multiplied by 1/4 is divided by 4, isn't it?
I get 2,352.
Mercedes, 1/4 times 5,880 is
Okay, I set it
5,880
the other
divided
way.
by
Put
4.
the light on in my bathroom for me.
I'm sorry, miss. I divided the wrong way. I turned it around the other way. Let me do it the right way.
No. Isn't 1/4 times 5,880 5,880 divided by 4? In other words,
Yes,
let me write what I'm saying.
it's the same thing.
5,880.
I get 1,470.
That's right. You're exactly right, Marietta.
What did you
Okay.
get?
1,004, and she's
1,470.
exactly right.
1,470.
So put
Yes.
the 4 here.
I didn't get that already, but what did I do again? What did I do
Let
right
me
there?
bring this
I
down.
didn't get that same figure already, but
You put the
What did you get?
5880. Huh?
No, I'm asking Mercedes. What did you get, Mercedes?
I did on my own. I didn't get this figure already. I'm saying
Put
1,470.
Well,
But
that's the answer.
I'm saying what am I doing wrong right now? How did she terms it again? She do the quarter first or the
you
No,
put
she just
58.
divided 5,880 by 4, right?
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
That's what Marietta did, and that's she got the right answer. So what did you do, Mercedes?
I said 0.4 into
Why?
I not get the same answer.
No, it's not 0.4. You wouldn't get the same answer unless you drop the 0. See, you multiply
Oh,
the
miss,
numerator 1 by
miss.
5,880.
Let
That
me tell
gives
you
us
what.
5,880. And then 4 times 1 is 4. And
The
if
reason why she get excuse me, the reason why she get 0.4, she get the and when she get the answer,
No, you
we
misunderstood me.
we divided by 3 and it given us 0.49.
well, where are you getting a
Miss,
point
miss,
4 from, Mercedes?
miss, I did not get 4.4. I am saying that I put down 5,880 divide by 0.4 and I get 1,470 like you guys.
No, you don't.
00.
If you take 5, no. So you what you're saying is not what you did. Because if you took 5,880
Yeah.
divided by 0.4, you get 14,700.
Yes, that's what I got.
Not this. Well, that's not the same thing,
Okay, I did wrong.
right?
Okay, let me tell it wrong then.
14,700 is not the same as 1,470. In fact, if you're taking 5,880 and you should be getting something less. So getting that big number tells you something's wrong because you can't get a part of the pie chart and it's bigger than the whole pie chart, right?
So what should I do in the calculator then, miss? How should I set it?
No, 1/4 times 5,880 is 5,880 divided by 4.
What am I doing wrong here?
No, but
0.
let me put this. Okay, let me put the 4 here. I think the slash might be giving you a problem. Okay, let me put the 4 here.
I understand both. It's okay.
Okay, because I'm wondering how you did the point for.
Maybe I'm writing it into the calculator wrong, miss. I'm putting 0.4 for 1/3 or 1/4. I should have done it this way, I think.
You put in what?
0.4.
No, that's not the same as 1/4, 4/10. If you're gonna put a fraction, Mercedes, you put 0.25, right?
Okay, that's what I
Right?
missed.
1/4 is equal to 0.25, just like
0.25.
25
Yes,
cents is
that's
1/4 of
what
a
it.
dollar.
Okay, 0.25 is quarter. I forgot. So
And if you multiply that by 5,880, you get 1,470.
Hi,
slip
Miss
man.
Barbara.
I really
Okay,
know.
Maureen, you back.
Yeah,
Okay.
upstairs. Got my sister.
Uh-huh.
Buy me a box of salmon
Oh, I wish I was
and a
beside you.
box of snapper.
Oh my goodness.
So the
You're
husband
making
bring
me
me
hungry.
but the husband,
I
Me
didn't eat
too.
lunch.
Me
and
too.
Marietta is fasting. You're making us all hungry.
so
Oh, I love stuffed salmon with
so
Is
veggies
that
she
the
with
buy
it.
it from this place in New Jersey,
Hmm.
and she buy a box of snapper for $35, and the salmon
Hey,
is for 80.
Will they
what?
deliver it? Will they deliver it? Maureen, will they deliver it if you order it from them? You have to go get it. Maureen, are you
So
listening? Do they deliver?
I don't know. I never asked. I know she
Find
started
out and
running.
then text me the information after we sign off.
Not you alone, just a
Uh,
text.
I love snapper.
oh,
I like
Oh
snapper
yes.
better than I do salmon.
so I get that to send to Barbados.
Hmm.
So it was so
Oh,
happy
you
that
frying
her
it?
husband her
You
husband
frying
had to
it?
break the salmon and I had to break the snapper to the bite. It was too heavy.
Oh boy.
You frying it?
That's giving away. So
Yeah,
cheap.
that's I'm just saying. Yeah, because
Keep
oh my
frying it too.
goodness. You've got to send me that information. I'll find out if they deliver. Because even with the delivery charge, you still would be saving money. Okay. Any questions on number 2? The answer is 1,470. So that's equal to
So
1,470.
you're saying game is
Games
1,000.
represent 1/4 of the pie chart. We took 1/4 of the total, which is 5,880.
Which one are we doing?
We on number
Number
two.
three.
Number
Number two.
two,
Oh,
Maureen.
oh,
We just on number 2. You did
okay.
Maureen, you didn't do that one, did you?
I get 17. I get 1470.
Oh, you got 1470? Okay. Well, so you got the right
Right.
answer.
You got it
Maureen,
right.
did you recognize that games was 1/4 of the pie chart? Right here.
Which gives, yeah.
Yeah. Because Mercedes had a problem that was 1/4. But you can, if you take that little line all the way across, you get half, and half of half of the 1/2 is 1/4.
Now that you
2/4.
do the, now that you just put the thing and cross it, I see the alpha
You
on the
see
side
it?
now.
That's a
I
half.
see it now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm
So,
looking at it another angle. That's why.
oh, okay.
You see the pink line to souvenir, the left. I
You mean
carried
the
straight
pink for the
down.
drinks, you mean?
I carried yeah drinks. I
No,
carried by the left. I carried straight down to get my off.
no,
That's what I did.
well, you got to go across here. See,
Yeah.
you've
Yes.
got to, if you take this line all the way
Yeah.
across
The up.
straight, you have
Yeah.
a half. And so this
Yeah.
makes this 1/4. Okay.
The way it said it fooled me because I could get the answer. I didn't. I bring
Okay.
my line down a different way.
Okay.
I'm able to tell you, right? I
Huh?
call access right and they tell me that they denied me.
Oh, no. Well,
So
try again. I tried
so,
3 times before I got it.
so she tell me she gonna send me an email,
Mhm.
and they could text them back the information that I want to tell them.
Okay.
How many times you try, Miss Bob?
Well, I got mine on the 3rd try.
Oh,
After I had taken my x-rays from my orthopedic surgeon, and then I was starting therapy at New York Pres Hospital the next week, and then they gave it to me. But
well,
prior to that, I was turned down twice.
I went once.
Yeah.
And I got it the same damn thing.
Well,
I, I,
you had a disability though, right?
yeah, I'm disabled. I'm
Well,
thing because
that
I
helps.
was I was
Yeah, I
working
know
with
somebody else got theirs first time because they're on disability. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. But see, I wasn't on disability, but I had a problem with my knee, which I still do.
Oh, I had fall down and I had a cane
Oh, okay.
and my left leg wasn't work. I'm thinking for me.
So
Okay.
I even tell them from my application form that with my eye and everything, I tell them
Mhm.
all that information. Probably that they doctor give me back. She said, I don't know. When she sent me email, I was see what it's about.
Did your doctor write
And I
something
did.
for you, Maureen?
He has given me a letter.
Did he give you anything to show exams he had done?
No, I don't think.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think so.
X-rays help. I took 2 sets of X-rays.
Mm.
Mhm. Okay, let's look at number 3. What percentage of the total money was collected by the souvenir stall? That's this one. Doesn't have anything. Someone want to tell me in words, how would you figure souvenir amount?
I tried to use 20%, miss, of 588. 0.
Why 20%?
I was just guessing because I couldn't figure it
Nah,
out.
this is not a guess. Well,
I know.
think about it. You know games amount.
But
You
Miss,
know,
just to reflect, I did get the answer for number 2 that you got here, but I was doubtful, so it's not a quarter. I did get. I'm looking at all what I did on my paper right now.
okay.
I got it 20, and I said 25% equal to that same answer, and I still didn't put it down. I was doubtful.
Okay. Yeah, well, that was it. 1/4 of the total, and that's your answer. Now,
But
think
I
about
figure,
think
sorry, but I
go ahead.
figure out the percentage for drinks and food. But I couldn't figure out the food and the amount of money for the other two. I
Okay,
tried.
for number 3, think about it. We're looking for souvenirs,
Yeah.
percent, right?
Mhm.
Now, you know all of these numbers except which one? Souvenirs. Okay, so let's just put down, so for number 3, okay, drinks is, it's nice when it's side by side, but it's too small for you. Drinks was how much?
This was
882.
88.
882.
Okay,
Yeah.
drinks is 882. Okay, drinks is 882. Okay, now the one we just did was what? Games is 1470. So let's just put games is 1470. I'll say you still have the noise. It's not as bad though. So
Oh,
we'll deal with it. Okay. And
I'm sorry.
food is 2352.
2.
So let's put food is 2352. All right. So the only one we don't know is souvenirs,
Where?
right?
Yeah.
That's the only, but we know our total. So let's just put souvenirs.
I was doing that too.
That one, I'll put question mark. We don't know that one, but we know our total is what, 5,880, right?
Yes.
Now, if you know all of this, how would you find souvenirs? Somebody just tell me in words.
I'm just gonna guess that I add up the total of the three the other three pieces of pie, add them together to get a total number, and then subtract.
Okay, well, do that. You're
Okay.
exactly right, Mercedes. You add up drinks, games, and food, subtract from 5,880, you get the total of the souvenirs. So everybody do that.
$1,176.
Mercedes, you adding these three to these three. That's bigger than that. Drinks plus games plus
No.
food.
I had it already.
Yeah,
I'm
what
saying
is that equal to?
I subtract that equal to 4,700 and I'm sorry, 4,704.
Okay, all right. So let me just put that there. That's correct. Everybody get that?
I get 1176.
Oh, no, you can't. That's too big. You're adding too much, Maureen. What are you adding?
So I subtracting.
No, first you're gonna add.
No, she added
I
check
add,
and
yeah.
subtract. She added and subtract.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, that's still too big. Now, Repeat what you said you got there, Mercedes.
4704.
Okay, 4704, and that is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I try to
Now,
58.
now when you subtract that from 5880, what do you get, Mercedes?
I get 1176.
Okay, so let's just.
That's the same thing Maureen got.
Yeah.
No, I thought she said more numbers. Okay, I thought you
No,
said
no,
11,000.
no, it's
Okay, so
1176.
this total minus the 4704. What do you get, Mercedes?
1176.
Now, that represents what?
That represents souvenir.
That's it. That represents souvenirs. Very good. But you're supposed to find the percent,
Of it.
right? So how would you find the percent as
That's what I
souvenirs?
couldn't figure out to do, Miss. I can't remember how to do that part. Because I did get this too.
Maureen knows. Maureen, how would you find the percent souvenirs? You
100
know the total, 5,880. You know of that total, 1,176 is souvenirs. So how would you find the percent of souvenirs?
By dividing by 100,
Sorry.
Dividing what by 100?
1176.
No,
No.
you're going to divide that by the total.
Oh,
And then 100
So
upon
percent
1.
would be equal to 1176 divided by the total, 5880. And what does that give?
oh, I see.
Right? So
Oh,
percent
wow,
souvenirs.
Oh, I think I know how to do it.
Wait, wait.
Maureen, what do you get? Let me put this on.
20%.
So percent is 1176 divided by, and you're exactly right, Maureen, you get 20%.
I got it right. Woo!
Got it? Very good. Okay. Marietta, you got that?
That's number
Well, you
3,
get a
right?
decimal and you just multiply it by 100 and get the percent, right?
I used 20.
That's number 2, Mercy.
No, that's number 3.
3. That's number 3.
Oh,
So
yeah.
answer is what? What's the answer?
20%.
Answer is B up there.
That's 3.
B. Answer B.
Yeah.
Miss, get
What
what I
was
did.
number 2?
Miss, what I did was I look at the answers and I pick 20% and times the total answer, and I get the answer you got 1176.
Okay.
And I said, oh, that's 20%.
Okay. All right.
So where's number 2 answer?
The number 2 answer was, what is the sum of
Oh,
money
yeah.
collected by the game stall?
Yeah,
That was the
yeah, okay.
1,470, 1/4 of the
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But once you get that, you only have one of those left, right? Let's go back up to the pie chart. Once you get, games, we just calculated, drinks, food, souvenirs, the only one you don't know now, but you know that they all add up to 5,880. So you do just exactly what Mercedes said. You add up your drinks, your games, and the food, subtract it from the total. That gives you the number of the amount from the souvenirs. And then to get the percent, you just take that souvenir amount, divide by the total. You get a decimal. And to go from decimal to percent, you multiply by 100 or shift decimal point 2 places to the right. Any questions on number 3? So that's a nice, neat way of finding everything in the pie chart that you didn't have. Like here, you weren't given games, you weren't given souvenirs, but we figured out games, we figured out souvenirs, right?
I miss food is 40%, right?
Now let's go to, I think that's what, number 4? What fraction of the total money was collected by the food stall? How do you find it, Mercedes? How would you find this?
I looked at D and divided 3 by 5 and I get an answer.
No, how, but the food is 23.52, right?
Yes.
And 23.52 over the total.
Oh, I know. I got the 40% out of, what did I do with my paper? Sorry about that. Did I do? I wrote it down. I know it's 40% though.
It's what?
40% off. Oh,
How did you get
40%.
40%?
I say like 0.40 times the total, and I got 2,000. I got the answer that is in for food. That's why I know it's correct.
You took 40% times
I turned
5,880.
yes. I turned in I moved from fraction to decimal and multiply to get the answer in food.
Okay, let's see. Let's go here.
What's the question? What fraction of? Okay.
So what is your answer?
D.
Which one?
D. Let me see if I'm even telling the wrong answer. I got it right. Oh my God. I have to like fight so hard to get it right. Let me try to.
The food is 23.52. The total is 5,880. So your fraction would be what? 2,352 divided by 5,880. What is that equal to, Mercedes?
That would equal to, let's see, it's a 2,352. Okay.
2,352 divided by 5,880.
Give me 0.4. Yeah. 0.4.
Okay, that's 0.4. And 0.4 is what fraction?
0.4.
Remember, 4, we asking for a fraction.
Oh,
and,
we have a fraction.
And that's 0.4 is 4 over 10, right? 40 over 100 or 4 over 10.
Yeah.
And 4 over 10 is what when you simplify it, Mercedes?
I got the same 0.4.
No, you're trying to get a fraction now, numerator over denominator. So 4 over 10, when you simplify or reduce that, what's that equal to?
40.
No. How do you simplify a fraction? How do you reduce a fraction to its lowest term?
You multiply it, the lower the denominator by the numerator.
No. You find a number that goes in the numerator and also goes in the denominator. What number divides in the 4 and also divides in the 10?
2.
So what's 2 in the 4?
2.
2. What's 2 in the 10?
Oh hell, it's A. I'm sorry. I know that's something slipped my head in now. Where's my answer?
Answer
it's A. I got it right. I don't know what's wrong with me. I give it A.
Remember, I gave you a list of fraction, decimal, percent equivalent. So all you had to do was look at, once you got the 0.4, say what decimal, what fraction is that?
Answer, miss. If you look good, it's A. I'm looking at 3 upon 5. I'm supposed to looking at 2 upon 5 because I know I did it right.
Yeah. Well, three on five is 60%, right?
Yeah,
One
60.
fifth
I don't
is
know where I get
20, two
from.
fifths is 40, three fifths is 60.
Yeah, because what I did was easily just say bam bam 5, and I got my answer.
Yeah. Well, once you
Oh,
got the decimal, then you say this decimal is equivalent to what fraction? And you
yeah.
really could have looked at your table, but and plus
I
you
didn't look at the
actually
table, miss. I
no,
look
but
at the
you should remember 1/5 is 20%. Two
yeah.
fifths has to be twice 20 or 40. Three
Yeah.
fifths has to be 3 times 20 or 60. So if you know 1/5, you should know 2/5, you should know 3/5, you should know 4/5, right?
Yes, because miss, one of the chart, let me, oh, this is the one that when the number 4 is the one that helped me to go back on the others and start say, oh, I got it, I got it, I got it. When I look at number 4 question, I say, oh, I was doing them wrong. I go right back and start to do them all over again. And that's how I figure it out. When
Okay,
you say
but
what's fraction of the
what
total?
fraction of the total was collected by the food stalls? See, the
Yeah.
food stalls gave you the amount right from the beginning in the pie chart.
So, and
So
I
you
just
just
do the
divide that
number
by the
A.
total decimal and then express that decimal as a
Yeah.
fraction.
And as I look at A and I do A, I got the answer. I say, oh, A is the answer. I
But
remember
then
when
you
Bob,
said you put
I was
D,
talking
right?
to myself. Huh? No,
But
no,
then
no.
you
I
said
put
you put D.
no. What I did, I have A for my answer and I send it to you. But on the sheet, instead of writing 2/5, I write 3. That's a mistake I make, but I got it right because I
Okay.
sent you the correct answer.
Oh, but you had A for number 4,
No, I
Mercedes.
was rewriting it on another piece of paper, and in between waking and sleeping, I
No, but
write.
I'm saying you had A for number 4.
Yes. Yes.
You had A. And Maureen had A. Maureen had it right. And Marietta had D. Marietta, how did you figure this out?
I tell you, I make the whole thing. I did the wrong answer. Put the wrong answer. I
Oh,
sent
But
you
it
put
the
the
Maria,
wrong
wrong
Maria,
answer.
answer.
but Maria and I went to it, so she probably must see how must miss it wrong because I did it too.
Okay, but Marietta, you understood that from the pie chart, you took the food 2,352 and
Uh-huh.
divide that by the total of all of the parts of the fundraiser. So the 2,352 divided by 5,008 over the total, you got the 0.4. Now the 0.4, you want to simplify it to a fraction. And 0.4 is 40 over 100. Let me just stick that in there. Okay, because remember, a percent is a ratio of a number to a 100. So that's 40 over 100. And that's equal to 4 over 10. And 2 goes in the 4 2 times, 2 goes in the 10 5 times. So answer A, 2/5, 2 over 5. Question on number 4.
Thank you,
Who
miss.
is iPhone?
Not me.
Not
I got
me.
on my
They
laptop.
should
So.
rename themselves. There's an iPhone on. I don't know who that is. Is that Clara or Chastity? Okay.
Hi, good
Hello,
afternoon.
Chastity.
Oh,
Is that my phone? I don't know. My
It
phone
says
is being acting
iPhone. Put
crazy
your
lately.
name on there.
rename.
Okay, when I have a chance.
Rename yourself.
All right, when I have a chance, I'm driving.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, that's
I'm
okay. I
sorry.
thought I said I got it down to 2 people. I said it's either you or Clara. Okay. Any
Yeah.
questions on number 4?
No.
No, Miss Clear as a
All
whistle.
right. I think we just had one more, right? Number 5. And this one, I was surprised that
Oh my God,
no
Miss, I didn't
one
give you
got
number
it
5, Miss.
right.
Miss, I didn't give you number 5.
I don't think so. Well, let's see. Somebody
That's a
didn't do number 5.
mistake.
Let me check here.
But
You didn't
I
give
had
me anything.
For number 5,
You left it blank.
I forgot to write
Marietta
it
gave me
down.
B
Oh boy.
and Maureen gave me B. And I am surprised because I just knew everyone would get this one right. Okay. All right. Now you see your legend over here, right?
Yeah.
The red is Carson.
Carson
The maroon is
is
Franklin.
Franklin.
The green is Hall. The purple is Johns. And the blue
got it.
is Lamont, right? Now,
Uh-huh.
which one is the biggest part of the pie?
All.
All.
Hall. What is the next biggest?
Is
Lower.
Lamont.
Lamar.
Lamont. Then what's the next biggest?
Is John.
John.
Johns. So you put them in order. You have what? The biggest is Hall. The next biggest is Lamont. And the next one is Johns. Right? So let's just put here what we just said.
I get the answer right. I just forgot to write it down.
Okay,
Just-
you didn't write it down. Okay. All right. So let's just put
But I want
here.
the easy one,
Okay.
miss.
So the biggest, and by the colors here, the green is Hall. So let's put them in order here. So you have Hall. And the next one, let's go back
Lamont.
up here, is Lamont and then John. So let's put Lamont and John. So Lamont
Yeah, but anything you don't even got now. Oh, you should.
and John. So Maureen, let's go back up here. It says the one with the most votes, let's just underline all this. The most votes will be the president. Second would be vice president. Third would be the treasurer. So who got the most votes?
Hall.
Hall. So Hall is the president, right? Who got the next highest?
Lamont.
Lamont. Lamont would be the vice president. Who got the third most?
John.
So
John.
who's the secretary treasurer?
John.
Carson.
Johns. No,
John.
John.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marietta.
then-
Why did you put something else?
Why we get
No, me, Miss,
like
it's
you
me,
got A,
Miss.
B, C, and D, but you didn't have got Hall in it, so that's the
It's
problem.
Mercedes giving me the answer, Miss. Give you the answer, Miss.
What was your question, Maureen?
See Franklin, Lamont, Carson.
Maureen, what was your question?
I said I never see like you got like A, Franklin, B, Lamont, C, Carson, D, John. Hall was never mentioned.
Yeah, but we
But was
asked.
mentioned in the
We
question.
said, wait,
but wasn't
just a
mentioned
minute.
in the answer.
Just a minute, Maureen. What was the question? Who will be the secretary treasurer?
Yeah.
Secretary treasurer is the one who finishes third,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You put them in order. Number 1, number 2, number 3. John's finished third. Right?
I see.
Secretary.
Yeah. I
You got
get
it?
Yeah.
Mercedes, you got it?
Yes, I got the answer right, miss, but I forgot to put it on the paper.
Yeah, you didn't you didn't give me the answer. But
That's the easiest
Marietta,
one.
do you understand why John's is the one that's the secretary treasurer?
Lamont.
Because you had, let's see, who do you have?
I put Lamont.
I think you had B, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see, Marietta had B. You had Lamont. Why did you pick Lamont, Marietta?
I don't know. I just put it.
Why did you pick Lamont? Okay,
Remember?
let's go back here. Lamont is here.
I tell you, I was chatting, so I was confused.
Oh, you were multitasking. That's called multitasking, doing more than one thing at one time. So Maureen, what happened to you? Why did you put a different answer?
Because I better read it. By the number of questions, I see answer that you see Hall for it. Hall wasn't in no position to get nothing, right?
Did you
So
read the question as to what they asked you to find?
yeah, yeah, I read it, but then I see the one had Ford nails and then they had Hall nails, so it's a bad. He probably in the
But
picture.
Maureen, this is your key right here.
Yeah,
Who will be the secretary treasurer?
yeah,
That's the question you want to answer.
that's right.
If they ask you who would be the president, then who would be the president? Who would be the president, Maureen?
Who's the president?
Yes,
Hall.
Hall, because Hall had the most votes, right?
Yeah.
Who would be the vice president?
Lamont.
Lamont, the next highest. Now, who would be the next officer, secretary treasurer?
John.
John. That's what they ask you.
Uh,
Who will be the secretary treasurer? The one with the third number of votes. And we put it in order. 1, 2, 3. It would be John.
that's why, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Mercedes, you said you had it, but you didn't write it down.
No, Miss, I forgot to write it down. I did the
Okay.
answer, and then I said, oh, when I come home, I write on the paper. Then talking to you, it slipped me.
I think what's going on here is that you are forming a question in your mind and answer it, not looking at the question that's in the word problem.
No,
That's
I did it.
right.
I got it. I get the answer right.
No, I'm
Because
talking about Maureen.
Maureen,
Yeah.
Maureen is saying, oh, she's thinking somebody else should be in it. Well, she's saying there's no Hall there, right? But that's not what they ask you. They say, who would be the secretary treasurer? That's the one with the third most votes. So look at the question in the word problem, not the question that you have yourself, but look at what they're asking you in the problem. Who would be the secretary treasurer? The one with the third number of votes, which would be John's. Got it? And you know that from the pie chart because John has the third most votes. Green highest, Lamont next, John's third.
Oh.
Franklin fourth, Carson fifth. Questions?
No,
Okay.
No, thank you.
I was surprised that everybody missed that one.
that surprised myself too.
You surprised too, right, Maureen?
Yeah, yeah.
Now that you go through it, you say most votes be the president.
Yeah.
Second would be the class vice president. Third would be the class secretary treasurer. So I say, well, who's number one? Hall. Who's number two? Lamont. Who's number three? Johns. Secretary treasurer is number three. So answer Johns. Got it? Yeah, so you surprised yourself, right, Maureen?
That's right.
Okay, now I want to look at one or two other pie charts. Okay, here's one. I want you to do this. The population of a city is 8,000. They have various types of occupation, which is given below by the pie chart. And here they are. And notice this is in degrees now. And how many degrees make up a circle? Anybody?
360.
360. Thank you, Maureen. The circle adds up to 360 degrees. So if you add up all these portions, you should get 360. Now add them up. What do you get, Marietta, when you add up all of these? Add up these degrees. What do you get?
Wait a minute, I confused. Wait a minute.
Marietta, Mercedes, go to mute. You're getting louder. So Marietta, when you add up these degrees, what do you get? Marietta?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes. Add 60 120, 72, 108. What do you get?
Okay, wait a minute.
I don't hear you.
I'm coming.
Are you on your mic or are you doing something else?
No, I'm not. I'm on my bed.
Okay.
I'm on
So
my bed because of my foot.
so add up these degrees: business, agriculture, service, industry. What do you get?
Okay, I got all 120 plus 108 plus 72.
I can't hear you.
Okay, 360.
You're getting away from your mic.
360. You can hear me?
No, sound like you're in a hole.
No, I'm not in the hall. I'm on my bed.
Okay, now I hear you better.
360.
So what do you get, Marietta? Just add up those 4 slices. The degree.
360.
How much you got?
360.
Very good. And see, it proves that when you have a circle that's in degrees, it adds up to 360. Now you know that, right? Now, what percent of the total population is in the service sector? Here's the service sector. 72, you know the total is 360. So divide the 72 by 360 and tell me what you get. That's how you solve this number 1. 72
What is it? Divide.
the service sector is 72 degrees, right?
Okay.
Divide that by 360. You just told me the total. And what do you get?
Oh, wait a minute. I did something wrong.
72 divided by 360. Let's put it here, 72. I'll make that bigger. And divide that by 360. Okay, here we go. Put 360. Okay, let's make this bigger. Maureen, you got an answer?
B.
20%.
What do you get?
B.
Exactly.
B.
Maureen, what did you say you got? Maureen?
Michi said 20%.
No, I was asking Maureen.
20%.
Yes, I'm
20%.
telling you what she
Okay.
says.
Yes.
Okay. So you got 0.20,
Oh,
which
yes.
is equal to 20%. And that's answer what, Maureen?
B.
Answer B. Marietta, that's what you got?
Yeah, I've been telling you. You didn't hear me.
Okay, now I hear you.
I've been telling you it's B.
Okay, very good, Melcy. I mean, Marietta,
I
very
asked
good.
you,
Okay,
you asked me, I
answer
told you.
B.
You asked me and you went back.
Okay, very good. So what percent of the total populations in the service sector would be 20%? Now, another question. What percent would be, and this is mental math, what percent would be in the agricultural sector? Now you see that's 120. Mental math. Maureen, what is it? What percent is
33%.
in the agricultural sector? Okay. And that's 120. What did you say, Maureen?
33%.
How did you get that?
I divided 120 by 360.
Okay, 120, because that's what it is, 120 degrees divided by 360. And that's equal to what? 1/3. And 1/3 is 33 1/3%. Got it?
Mhm.
So whatever the degree is, you divide it by the total, and that will give you the percent. Well, you get a fraction or a decimal and you convert it to a percent. But some of these you know already, right? You don't even have to guess them because you know 1/3 is a 33 1/3%, right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Now, here's a graph. And these names are candidates that's running for an election, right?
Mhm.
Now,
Excuse me, miss.
yes.
Can you let me see the pie chart before you continue? Let me just write off the rest of the numbers, please.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to finish do it.
Okay. You want,
No, the other purge, the new pie chart is showing us. I just want to take the number off and figure out what is in the chart. No, not this one.
The refrigerator one.
which
Huh?
one do you want to see?
The one
Agriculture
he was
one.
just doing, the one you just gave him to do.
She mean the pie chart.
The degree chart, I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, go
These are
ahead,
the,
Mom.
the industry. These are the sectors that people work in, the
Yeah, thank
occupation.
you. That's it. That's it.
60 degrees business, 120 degrees agriculture, service 72, industry 108.
No, I got it. Thank you.
Based on degrees, where are the least number of people employed, Mercedes?
Huh?
Based
Based
on the degrees, where are the least number of people employed?
in the business.
Business, because that's the smaller sector, 60 degrees, and the highest is agriculture.
Yes.
Okay, go to mute. The noise
Oh, I'm
is
sorry.
increasing. Okay. All right. Now let's go to, okay. There's another pie chart. Now, okay, I want you to read it and answer the question. That's important right there. If no candidate receives over 50% of the vote, there will be a runoff election between the top two finishers.
Okay. So the two top finishers was
So let's go back to this.
the two top runners was
So what are the two top finishers, Maureen?
all
All and
Lamont.
Lamont. Did anybody get over 50%?
No.
Marietta says no. Anybody else?
Mr. Didn't get a fish read it, Mr. Move it.
No, I just want you to look at this pie chart. Did any of these candidates get more than 50%? Marietta said no. What do you say, Mercedes?
I didn't get a fish read what the
I would
paragraph.
say no
No, I just
too.
want you to look at this pie chart and answer the question I just asked you.
Okay, go
Did
ahead.
any candidate get more than 50%?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who got more than 50%, Mercedes?
All.
Okay, Maureen, you said somebody got more than 50. Who got more than 50%?
All.
Okay, Marietta is correct. No one got more than 50% because Hall is less. For Hall to have more than 50%, he or she has to be up here somewhere because 50% would go straight across, and that's below that. So Marietta is exactly right. Nobody got more than 50%.
You're right, because I'm looking at the line the wrong way again.
No, but I'm just saying that to get a 50%, Mercedes, you got to take this all the way across. And to have more than 50%, you've got to go up. That green's got to go up some. You got it? So Hall is less than 50%. That's the point I'm trying to make. Hall is less than 50%. Got it? Okay. So now knowing that, now you can answer the question. Who are the top two finishers? Which answer would be correct? A, B, C, or D?
C.
What would you say, Marietta?
Let me see. Paul and John will face the fitness.
Let me go back up to the graph for you. Look at the top two finishers. So which two have the biggest slice there, Marietta?
Yeah.
Paul and John.
and John.
Hall and who?
John.
Marietta? Who?
No, the two thing is
Which two slices are the biggest here, Marietta?
to me, let's go back again. To me is
No, look at this pie chart. Which
okay.
two slices are the biggest there?
Lamont, Hall and Lamont. No, John and Lamont.
Say it again.
John and Lamont. They have the two biggest pie. Okay.
John. The two biggest slices is who?
John.
No.
No. Marietta, which two portions are the biggest there? Marietta, I don't hear you. Which two portions in the pie chart are the largest?
Hall and Lamont.
Hall and Lamont. You're exactly right. Those are the two biggest pieces. So it says the two highest would be involved in the runoff, right? So what would be your answer?
C.
That's right. C. That's what you said, right, Maureen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hall and Lamont will face each other in a runoff. So that would be answer C. Got it? Because no one got, as you said, Marietta, nobody got more than 50%.
No.
So you have to have a runoff. And that's what's going on in Georgia. You're talking real world, right?
They ain't get it yet. They don't know who's
They're having a runoff election for Senate in Georgia. And what are the two candidates' names?
I know Walker and the other one. I don't remember the other one. The Walker and the other one. I forget the other one name.
Warnock.
Yeah.
Reverend Warnock. He's pastor of a church there. Yeah, so they're having a runoff because nobody got more than 50%. And that's
one is a football player. One is a football player.
Yeah, he was an ex-football player.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a real world thing. A runoff is going on now.
I think that one will win. Democrat will win this time. Being Trump mess up the thing for them.
Well, we will see, right? But but there are other states other than Georgia that has that rule that if nobody gets 50%, more than 50% of the vote, then they have their runoff between the top two candidates. And Warnock and Walker were the top two candidates. That's why they're in the runoff.
I have relatives living there. I have relative living in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah,
I like
so
Atlanta, Georgia, but it's not that the bus and train. Yeah, running.
yeah,
Getting no
they have a metro, but it doesn't compare to New York subway though. But
2 hours.
it's nice, it's clean
It take
actually.
it take 2 hours for you to get the bus. When
Oh,
you miss it, 2 hours again, and another one, and that's how they run.
okay, number three. I want you to answer this one. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. You use this graph and answer the question. A library has 670 books, include math, physics, chemistry, English, and history. What is the number of mathematics books? And you use this graph to determine that, okay? So we're gonna answer some other questions here, but let's answer, well, that would be for the following graph. But I just want you to solve this one. 670, and here's the graph. You're looking for the number of math books. Okay. And I'll just put here 670 is total of all books. So give me the number of math books.
30. 30%.
So what's the number of math books and how do you find it?
30%.
What's the number, Maureen? We
30.
know the
That means
percent.
you
We know
30%
the
is that
percent from
number.
the pie chart.
Oh,
How would you find the number of math books? And I gave you the total books right there. So how would you find it?
by dividing
Divide what?
the 30% by the 670.
No. Mercedes, how would you find it?
I'm coming back to you, miss.
Marietta, how would you find it?
Um, I did. Wait a minute.
Math is 30%.
30%.
Math.
I multiply.
Go to mute, Mercedes. Your noise is disturbing. Okay. Mathematics.
30% multiplied by
Mathematics is
six.
My
30%.
answer is 201.
What's your answer, Mercedes?
20100.
Okay.
I got 201 flat.
Okay, 201. So you take, that's correct, Mercedes. That's correct, Mercedes.
I get 20100.
201.00.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
20,000. It's
No.
201, like
Point.
Mercedes
Yeah,
said.
it has
So you
zero
take, so Maureen, is not a division. 30% of 670 is a multiplication. If you say something off, you're multiplying. So you're going to multiply, change the percent to a decimal, multiply it by 670, and you get what Mercedes said, 201. That's your answer. 201 mathematics books. All right. So let me put it here. That's 201. There's your answer. Questions? Take the percent of the total. That's the multiplication. The of means multiplication. If you will find in chemistry, it would be 20% of the 670. Questions on that pie chart?
No.
Okay. Now we have one more. And we have 4 through 7. I want you to answer. And okay, This I want you to do. I'm not gonna do anything. You'll tell me the answers. Okay, so you've got Jason spent 2,500 last month. How much did he spend on his car? So let me just put here, I'll put the percents here, 22%. How much did he spend on foods? Foods, he spent 10%.
10%.
So let's just put 10%. So I don't have to go back to the graph. I just put the percents here and you tell me the answers. How much did he spend on his rent? His rent was 28%. So let me put 28 and then I want you to give me the answers in terms of dollars. Okay. So what fraction is Jason's expense for his bills and his car of the total?
Estimates.
So
The
bills
car
and
is
it's go to mute, Mercedes. Bills and car is bills is 12 and car is 22.
This is 30.
Bills is 12% and car is 22%. Okay, so you have all your percents. I want you to answer 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this is based on $2,500 total. So answer 4, answer 5, answer 6, answer 7. Back up here to number 4.
Ouch. Okay.
Does everybody have an answer for number 4?
Yes, miss.
Has everybody done number 4? Is anybody who have not done number 4?
I did number 4, miss.
Okay, it's anybody who have not done number 4.
I
Marietta,
did.
did you do number 4?
I'm on it.
What about you, Maureen?
I did it.
What's your answer? How much did he spend on his car last month? How much did Jason spend on his car? What's your dollar amount?
155 I get. I'm guessing that's from my calculator.
You get what?
155.
How did you find that, Maureen? Go to mute, Mercedes.
I multiply 22% by that.
Yeah, 22% of 2,500. And what did you do?
25, 22%.
Change your percent to a decimal.
Yeah.
Multiply by
Now I did
2,500. What did you get?
25.
What
How
did you
I
get,
do?
Maureen?
Multiply by 0.22 and they put enter. And I get, it look like 155. That's far as I can see by my calculator now.
Oh, clear your calculator. 0.22 times 2,500.
Yeah.
And what do you get?
0.22 multiplied by 2,
No,
5,
by
0, 0.
2,500.
Yeah.
And what do you get?
Enter 550.
550. That's not what you said.
Huh.
So that, but that is correct. Mercedes, you get 550?
Yes, miss, that's correct.
Okay. All right. What about you, Marietta? You get 550? What did you get?
I didn't get thing.
Do you have your calculator?
Yeah, I have my calculator, but I did it wrong.
Did you do a multiplication?
Yeah, I did multiplication, but I did the whole thing. I didn't do 2. I did all of it.
All of
Multiply.
what?
I multiply 22. I order I multiply by 2,500. Then I put 10 thing. Then I put the 28 and I get that's how I do it.
No, 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 no. In your calculator, put 0.22, then multiplication, then 2,500. Marietta, put that in your calculator. 0.22 multiplication times, and then put 2,500. Enter. Did you put that
Yeah.
in?
Mm-hmm.
And enter? What do you
I didn't
get?
put that. I didn't put that 0.
No, 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 Marietta. 0.22 multiplication.
550.
You got 550?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got the answer. 22% of 2,500 is 0.22 times 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
550. So everybody got the right answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maureen, did you do number 5? How much did he spend on food?
250.
That's it. That's Mr. Math, right? Just shift the decimal point. 10% of 2,500. Okay. 0.10 times 2,500. And your answer is $250 spent on foods. Marietta, did you get that?
I
The
did.
amount he spent on food?
Yeah, I get that.
You got 250. Mercedes, you have 250.
Yes, miss.
Okay, that's just with the 1/10. That's just moving your decimal point one place. Okay. Now, how much did he spend on rent? That's the 28%. Maureen, what'd you get for that one?
How much I get for that one?
Yes. How much did he spend on rent? 28% of the total he spent for the month.
700.
700. Very good. That's the
That's
answer.
what I get. That's what I get.
Very good. Mercedes, you got 700?
Yes, miss.
Okay. And that would be 7. So everybody's got that one. Very good. Okay. Now the last one. What fraction is Jason expenses for his bills and his car? So you're looking at bills and car out of the total. Any
Okay.
answers on 7?
300, miss.
Fraction, fraction, fraction. Didn't say the amount. Fraction. Numerator over denominator. How would you solve this to find the fraction, Maureen?
I added the two together.
Okay, you add these two together and you got what?
34.
34%. Okay, let's just take that. You added those two together and you got 34%. All right, then what's your next step?
And then multiply it by 2,500.
That's it. Okay, so then you take the 34% of the 2,500, just like you've done the others, and multiply that out. Okay, now, Marietta, when you multiply 3,400 times 2,500, what do you get?
What is it?
0.34 times 2,500. What's your answer? You can use your calculator.
$850.
850. Very good. Okay, now you know that this represents 850. So that means that you have 850 over the total, which is 2,500. So I want you to express that as a simplified fraction. 2,500. What is that equal to as a simplified fraction?
It's a mixed fraction, miss.
It's not a mixed fraction.
It's not 8.5, miss.
Nope. Not a mixed fraction. Maureen, what did you get?
Let me see.
When you divide that out, Maureen, what did you get?
I divided,
850 divided by 2,500.
I get 2.94.
No. 850 divided by 2,500. Not the other way. You doing 2,500 over 850.
850
Divided by 2,500. What do you get?
0.34.
Okay, what did you get?
I get 0.34.
0.34. Okay, and that's 34 because we want a fraction, right?
Yeah.
So that's 34 over 100. Now, what is that 34 over 100 simplified to? What does that simplify to, Marietta? In other words, reduce it to its lowest term. What does that equal to?
Let's see.
What number goes into 34,
17.
Marietta, and also
sorry.
goes into 100? What number you can divide into 34, that same number divides into 100? What is it? Maureen, I think you were saying, what is it?
I was saying 2.
2, that's right. 34 divided by 2, let's just put it here.
17.
Okay, let's just put, that's right.
Oh,
You're
that's
exactly
good.
right. By 2 and then divide the 100 by 2. What do you get, Maureen?
17/50.
17 over 50. Okay. That's your answer. What fraction is of his expenses as far as bills in his car? The answer would be 1750. Questions? Did you get that, Marietta?
I didn't get it, but
You got
you
the 30, you got the 0.34. You
I
told me
get
this, but
I
that's
get
the
17.
same as
I get
34 over 100, right?
17. I get 17. So
Yeah, that's 34 over 100. And what you do is just reduce this to its lowest terms. 2 in the 34 is 17. 2 in the 100 is 50.
50. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So that takes care of the pie
Uh,
chart.
I'm going to be on the bed for a minute. I have to raise up
Okay.
my foot. I
Okay.
have to
Well,
elevate my foot.
okay. Well, I have some exponent rules here I want to get started on, and then we'll finish up with that. Now I have let me see if I have it out here. Okay. Let me do a new share.
Let me elevate the foot for a minute.
And let's
You
see.
could hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Let me elevate my foot.
And let's do exponent rules. Okay. Okay. New share. Okay. Okay, you see the exponent rules, right? You see the exponent rules on your screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So just want to go through some of these with you. Now, when you multiply, what do you do with the exponents, Maureen?
You add.
Add. That's, it says here, operation multiply, add exponents. So here you have your both of your bases. That's your base A. Your exponents are M, N. That asterisk is there for multiplication. Remember, multiplication can be an asterisk, can be a dot, can be a X, can be parentheses, can be side by side. So A to the M times A to the N is A to the M plus N. And then if we put some numbers, here your base is X. So X to the second times X to the third is X to the 2 plus 3, and that gives you X to the fifth. Any questions on multiplication of exponents?
What is it?
Marietta, did you
The
understand me?
formula is AM divided by AN equals to AM plus N.
Yeah, when you're multiplying, Marietta, okay, you add the powers. These exponents, we call them powers or exponents, right? So this is A raised to the M power. That M is an exponent. A is a base, B-A-S-E. Here again, base A, exponent N. So you add the exponents, M plus N. All right, so A to the M times A to the N is A to the M plus N. Then if I put some numbers here, so like X to the second times X to the third is X to the, you add the 2 and the 3. You got it, Mariana? 2 plus 3 is 5. Is that clear to you, Mariana?
X plus 2 divided by X.
No, that's not plus now. This asterisk means times. That's multiplication.
Oh, okay.
Remember, multiplication is times.
Okay.
You know, like if you say 4, 4 times 5 is what, Marietta? What's 4 times the number 5?
4 times 5.
I don't hear you.
You know how
4 times 5.
40.
Yeah, you phased out. Or you knew your
20.
20. That's right. Because you multiplied 4 times 5. Like here, you multiply A times A, and it has powers. So the power on this A is M. The power on this A is N. And when you multiply, you add the powers. You got it?
I'll figure it out.
No. Well, when I go to this X right here, right? What's the power on this X right here?
It's a 2.
Right. What about this X?
It's a 3.
Okay. And if I add the 2 plus the 3, what do I get?
If you add the 2
Plus the 3.
that is add over there
2 plus 3 is what?
5.
5. So 2 plus 3, that's how I got X to the 5th.
Okay, I understand it now.
You understand it now? You add the powers.
So you add this one. 2 plus 3 is 5.
That's right.
And that one is 8. That is multiplication.
Yeah, X. This is saying X to the 2nd times X to the 3rd. So the rule for operations with exponents, when you're multiplying, you add the powers.
Okay.
Got it? Okay. Now, but if you're dividing, you subtract the exponents. So if you had A to the M divided by A to the N, you subtract the power of the denominator from the power of the numerator. So this would be M minus N. And if I put some numbers here with my bases being R to the 8th divided by R to the 3rd is R to the 8. You take the 3 from the 8. And what's 8 minus 3, Marietta?
Where are you?
What's 8 minus 3?
8 minus 3?
Yes.
I'm 5.
Yes, 5. That's how we got the 5. Very good. 8 minus 3 is 5. So we have R to the 8th power divided by R to the 3rd power is R to the 5th power. We subtract the exponent of the denominator, that's a 3, from the exponent of the numerator, which is 8. You got it? Okay. So I want you to, well, we're just going through just those two. So the assignment I will give you will just deal with just the multiplication and the division. Multiplication, you add the powers. Dividing, you subtract the powers. And I say powers here means the same as exponent. Questions? So we're going to stop here. You'll get these rules. I'm sending you these copy of these rules with today's session. All right. Now, these two, I'll give you something to work with. I'll give you some examples. I mean, some actual multiplication division parts of your assignment. And just remember, multiplication, you add the powers, division, you subtract. But remember your sign rules now. If you adding unlike, you subtract, right? If you're adding like, you just add. So these will follow the same sign rules that we've used on our other expressions. All right. Any questions on those two operations, multiplication and division?
No.
Now, remember, these rules are when you had the same base.
Mhm.
It's a little different when the bases are different. But see, these are different. Like if you had 2, if I take this x and make it a 2 and this x a 2, then the base is the same. So 2 to the second times 2 to the third is 2 to the 2 plus 3. And then you could expand it. 2 to the fifth is 2 by itself 5 times. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Right? It's like 2 to the second is 2 times 2 of 4. Right? Maureen, what's 2 to the 4th power equal to?
2 to the 4th power
Yes.
is like 2 times 2 times 2 times 2.
Yeah, what is it equal to?
12.
What's the value?
16.
16. That's right.
Oh, the bottom one.
2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 4 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16.
Yeah. The
So
bottom is
you can have it expanded, or you can actually have the value. So recognize whether it's expanded or whether you have the actual value. Okay. All right. So we will stop here. I'll probably give you another maybe another pie chart for practice. Okay. But we're going to concentrate mostly on the exponents, just the multiplying and the dividing. Now, later we'll get into these other rules, and I want you to go over this chart and familiarize yourself with these other rules. You won't have any homework assignment on them, but I want you to be familiar with how you apply these other rules. And power to a power of a product. When we say product, we means multiplication. Power of a quotient, that means division, right? And then negative exponents. And here's an important one. I want you to always remember, whenever you have a 0 exponent, whether it's a number or variable, it's equal to 1. So a to the 0 is 1. 5 to the 0 is 1. 1,000 to the 0 power is
Is
1.
1.
Any number variable with a 0 exponent is equal to 1. Okay, very important rule. Okay, any questions on anything we've gone over? All right, so I appreciate you sending me your homework in. You, like I said, you do whatever you can, and if you want some hints on something, I'll send you hints and let you try them again. Okay, because that's how we learn, right? Practice with examples. No questions? Okay, Mercedes, you okay?
Thank you, miss. I'm fine, thank you.
Do you understand the exponents? See, I
Yes,
think you
miss.
probably
Yes.
understand those because we've
Yes.
done them before. Okay. All right, so we will stop here.
Oh, my